Good morning. Today is Tuesday, June 18th. Happy birthday and enjoy all of your celebrations today. This morning I woke up and didn't start my day. Imagine it, just lying in bed, playing with yourself. I mean, it's just amazing. Fix your mind. I was playing with myself looking at my Facebook post. In my book club, someone posted, you break into a house, you don't steal anything, you just do things that are mildly inconvenient, and then you leave. What would you do? So I said I would remove all the liners from all the trash cans, hide every remote, and turn off the water. Not the water, the hot water. Then bounce. I'm out. Now that, tasty. That's exactly what I would do. I haven't addressed this issue, but if you're wondering, why is this girl wearing these headbands? There's two reasons. The first reason is this. I went to the Jamaicans and had my hair done several weeks ago. And they pulled my edges so tight. You should never pull your edges that tight because I don't know if it kills your hair follicles or something, but you pull that hair out, it takes forever to grow back. So since they pulled my edges, even any baby hairs I had left, they snatched everything, okay? It's like it was snatched from the gods. They had everything just snatched. Had a headache. But after that, I went to this holistic store for the first time. And not holistic, it was a Kente store. And my girlfriend took me in there. And I said, I just visited the Jamaicans a week ago and they pulled my edges. What can I do to make sure that my edges come back if they're damaged? So he gave me this oil, and I forget the name of it. I don't like the smell of it. I've said it before in another post, but it actually works. And so my edges are coming back. And I can't let that be seen because they're unruly. If you're black, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're not, don't worry about it. Straight from the motherland, okay? Just unruly. So I had to wear these little headbands to kind of hide that. And the second reason is this. I'm so sick of this style. I can't. I'm like a fickle fan. I like you one week and the next week I'm done. But this crap costs money. And since I haven't reached that rich status yet, I can't keep changing as much as I do. One of my girlfriends was like, you change your hair too much. I don't understand you. Let that stuff last a little while. So I'm trying to take her advice, trying to let it last a little while. But this is on my last nerve. And then people go out. And I wonder if they're just being facetious, because some people are. Oh, I like your hair. Probably like, oh, this bitch didn't put purple in her hair. How old is she? Are we ever going to adult? Too bad I don't wear my shirt every day that says never going to adult. Because no, I'm not. Why should I? And this is my hair. Even if it isn't my hair, it's my hair because I paid for it. Hello? People just get the game twisted way too often. They just be so unnecessary. Mind your business. And even if you don't like it, that don't mean you have to comment to me and tell me that you do like it. Because I'm kind of slightly just, I don't know if I can even say it anymore. Because I don't want to be offensive, but I always say I'm retarded. Because I will play with you. I will mess with you. And so I mess with these people to be like, oh, I like your hair. I said, oh, don't you? You should probably do it to yours. This would probably look good on you. And then they'd be looking like, oh my gosh. Yeah, be careful who you talk to because some people just might go way too far in with you and you weren't prepared for that. I'm one of those. And sometimes I'm trifling, just trifling for no reason. I was with one of my girlfriends and she was so embarrassed and I was just dying. Now, I don't recommend that you just go out and do this to just anybody. You have to kind of feel other people to know who you can do this with because you can't do it with just any stranger. And so we were shopping and we're in the line and I had to get out of the line because I forgot an item. But my girlfriend stayed in the line. And when I came back, I had to there were three people who had gathered back in the line. So now I'm four people deep between she and I. And I'm like, well, we can't leave the store together because I had to bail out of the line. So as I'm standing here thinking this, the lady behind her just looks so good natured, okay, and naive. You can just see it on her. So I creeped out of my place in line and I said, hey, you lady. And the lady turns around and she's looking at me like, what? Is she talking to me? And I said, yeah, you can't cut the line like that. I was there. Just because I got out of the line to get something doesn't mean that you can get in front of me. And you need to move and let me get back in my spot. And she's like, oh, but I was here. I said, no, you weren't, because I was there first. And I can prove it. Looking at my girlfriend. My girlfriend's like, oh, not with her. Oh, my gosh. So the lady was there with, I guess, her nephew or something, and he just started cracking up because the lady I was talking to, her eyes were huge. She's like, oh my God, what do I do? Because she just looked so startled and perplexed. I couldn't hold my laughter. Y'all know I can't. I always have to laugh. But anyway, I couldn't hold my laughter. I start laughing. And she started laughing. She's like, you are mean. Such a sweet lady. Oh my gosh. So sometimes, you can have fun with strangers, but you got to be careful. Not everybody. Can you do that too? You might get shot. So, be careful. Danny does what Danny does. I do me. You do you. I'm not. And to get these disclaimers for somebody goes out in public acting a fool, talking about, well, Daniel said, You on your own. If you go out and you do something crazy and something negative happens to you, and Danny is not to blame. I am not responsible. You brought that on yourself. Just know that. Okay? So, there it is. Oh my God. Look at this. I don't know what this is. It just started coming on lately, so it lets me know that I am definitely aging, not necessarily graceful, because I got these little puffy pouches under my eye. I saw one coming the other day, and it made me think of, I guess my face has now, it's matured. I got my Phil Collins going on, I don't know what the song is called, but I would sing it, but I can't sing. But, I remember, don't worry. And I guess my face is aging at night. I remember when I look in the mirror, I remember what I used to look like. Don't worry about it. But I see my face before. But now I don't think I know who I am. Because I can feel it changing in the air at night. Oh, Lord. And then now, here I am. Signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. No take backs, no returns, okay? You might get some ROI if you invest in me, but you will not get any. There's no returns. It is what it is. You get what you get. Don't throw a fit. I'm it. So, anywho. Today's video is going to be, I'm just going to read some poetry that I've written. I write a lot. This is what I do. One of my daughters is always want to promote me, and she does this video blogging, and I will hear her sometimes saying, and my mom is a writer and she writes everything. She can write anything. But if you want something written, you just go to her. And when I heard her say that, I was like, she might be right. Yeah. I write novels, user manuals, job aids, just anything. I write all the time. That's who I am. It's what I do. And I like it. Yay, me. So anyway, I was challenged one time by my ex-husband. We were watching, they do this spoken word poetry, and they speak really fast, and they mimic their poetry and they put it to memory. That's the most impressive part. As a former Toastmasters president, I understand, appreciate, value, and know how beneficial it is to put your piece to memory. I'm not as young as I used to be, so I can't readily do that the way I used to. And if you don't know what Toastmasters is a group, it's globally, and they have different Toastmaster charters that you can join. And what they will do is that will help you give speeches, me and my enunciation, speeches to do public speaking or whatever you want to do. I took the course just to take the course because one of my coworkers was taking it, and it allowed her to be off the floor. That's why she took it. So we like to play at work. So since it allowed us to be out of the office for free, we did it. And I didn't know how much I would love it, but I absolutely loved it, so much so that I became a president for a little while. Anyway, so the spoken word poetry, and sometimes they host it at bars. At least they do in my state. I'm sure they do in a lot of states, especially Chicago. And you will go and you will listen to people recite their poetry, and it's so beautiful. And some people they have such a depth and such a great just way of presenting themselves and presenting their piece, and you can tell they put their heart in it, and it's just well thought out, and it's just beautiful. And I cry at beautiful things, so if you ever see me at one of these poetry readings and you catch me sitting in a chair, I'll be like this with my tissue, because it's just so beautiful. Oh my gosh. One day I might be that inspirational. Who knows? Anyway. So I'm gonna read one of these pieces that I wrote. There's also another form of poetry that I learned to do. I learned to do this one, and one day I might present that as well. It's called slam poetry, and that's where you just take poetry and you use it to put people down, put them in their place. That I love. I'm so aggressive. That's how I release that steam and get it off me. So when people make me angry, I take it out on slam poetry, and it's wonderful. And I've written some pieces that I really like. I had committed some of those to memory, but now it's gone. Anyway, I was challenged to do one of those pieces because my ex-husband was telling me one day he was listening to it, and my oldest daughter, had shown me some videos on slam poetry, and I thought they were really cool. And they were doing these battles, these Queen of the Ring battles, and it was cool. That's a little different from slam poetry, because Queen of the Ring, they actually take people, they study them, and then they put to verse things about them. Kind of, I guess it derived from like hip hop, and they would do those battles in the street. And so now they have this thing where people go around and they call it Queen of the Ring, and they, slam each other. And this poetry is like slapping somebody in the face. I do that too. I love that. People don't like me when I write something like that directed towards them. They get mad. I don't mind making people mad, because you don't mind making me angry. So touche. It is what it is. Anyway, I have to put my glasses on to read this piece. This piece, I just wrote it for no particular reason, and it is entitled Up and it's about men and women and relationships. So I will go ahead and get started. Let me look studious for y'all and put on my glasses. I'm actually blind. I'm not legally blind. Quit playing. That was not funny. Stop laughing. I can see a little bit. But if you're naked and I come into the room and you don't want me to see nothing, if I'm not wearing my glasses, all you have to do to keep your discretion is close your eyes so you don't see me, because I definitely won't see you. If I don't have these on, you're safe. You're good. Carry on. So here we go. I titled it, What's Up, Brother? And don't get it twisted, because it's not just about black men, because all men do this. Okay? Let's go. Okay. What's up, brother? Instead of being a man and manning up, the only thing I got up for you was my manhood. I planted my seed in you. Then I got up again, only to leave you. I told you to raise up this male child alone and turn him into a man. The only time you were possessed with the proper equipment to do so was when I lay with you and released it inside of you. Before I turned my back on you, I raised up my hand, turned into a fist to beat you. Now, the next time in life that I hit you up, I put you up on game, because I'm a player. I come bearing news not to uplift, adore, or to encourage you. I have come to discourage you, to be swift to knock and kick your ass back down. I come with some choice words that from myself are absurd. But you see, I call myself a man of authority. I come boldly at you without apology, in effort to stand up and look down upon you. Therefore, yes, I have the audacity to call you names and call my bastard sons more of the same. I have no shame. I have come to lay blame for my failures on you. Even though the legacy that I left you was in reality a beast, making the result the least for the potential of destruction that the end result will be. The shame is in truth my own, but I'll never accept it, because my own sons and daughters I disown. I neglect. I give praise to another, any other, as long as she is not you. As long as she is not you, as long as she is not the same color as you, it does not matter, as long as they don't look like you. I lost my place. Let's get back to it. As long as they don't look like you, aren't strong like you, don't have to make a way out of no way like you, just look at you, struggling to get by. And you think you landed upon me? You called me a nice guy? See, this is why the struggle for you is real. These words that I'm telling you are true. I could cry hard from laughing at your lack of understanding. I only came to get down and dirty with you. I planted my seed in you and you had nerve to keep it, reproducing and polluting a community with children of disgrace. How distasteful can I be, knowing that I had the power to right this wrong? In poor taste, I made haste. Like so many others, I came up missing without a trace. Now I'm delusional, dreaming that I'm good and you're not. But in reality, this trap life is my legacy, my nightmare, and I need to wake up. What's up, brother? It happens so often. What are we going to do about it? Are we going to change, or are we going to remain the same? And is that our reality? Is our reality to keep doing the same thing over and over again? And we can't say that we are insane, because the definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. But I think that we continue to do the same thing over and over and over, and we're not expecting a different result. We don't care, period, about the result. We don't care about the consequences or the conditions for what we're placing people in. We do nothing. We keep doing more of the same, and we progressively get worse. And we think, oh, it can't get any worse than this. And then when we begin to see the worst that it is, we still don't do anything about it. We still complain about, don't violate my rights. I have the right to choose. I have the right to do this. Don't take away my guns. I don't need gun control. I need this AR-15 so that it could be in the hands of a maniac and they can go into a movie theater and kill people. It could go out in Las Vegas and shoot people from a hotel window. We could go into schools and not accept responsibility for our own failures and blame everybody else and shoot up innocent children. And nobody's safe. But don't look at it. Don't address it. Don't change the law. Don't amend the law. Let me keep my gun. Let me keep my assault rifle because it's important to me. And while you're keeping your assault rifle, you're not even thinking that one day you might elevate yourself and you might have a child, or you might have somebody, if it's not your child, someone that you care about, your wife, your sister, your brother, might become a teacher one day and find themselves in an unsafe environment with somebody who had to have his gun because he had a right to that ownership. He had a right to that assault rifle. And somebody reckless got a hold of it, and even maybe his mind got twisted inside his head. Now he's upside down. You never know what motivates someone to go into a public area and just kill. But because you were so worried about somebody violating your right, you didn't want the law to change. So the law didn't change. The law stayed the same. And now that person that you love is gone. Now you want to do something about it. Now you see what other people see who worry about their children being safe in schools, who worry about their loved ones going to see a concert, going to see a movie, doing anything and being hurt, worrying about their child being pulled over by the police for a 99-cent Barbie doll that he didn't even know his child had and being killed by it, getting shot in the head or something silly. Now, all of a sudden, those worries that were isolated incidents hit home. And now you don't feel so isolated because it happened to you. That's the mindset that it would behoove us to stay in. But our mentality is so selfish. We can't do that. We can't stay in that mindset of do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Our mindset is, I'm going to get mine. And if you don't get yours, too bad. And what's yours is mine. What's mine is mine. What's yours is mine. I want it all. I want everything. Why? You don't have the capacity to hold it all. Let some of it go. There's so much wealth you could share. And then we'd all be the richer for it. The choice is ours. What's up, my brothers? And when I say my brothers, I'm including the sisters. What's up? I'm Danny Daniels. You guys be blessed and have a great day. And thank you for your time. I appreciate you. I respect you. I love and adore you.